So Hyundai has released all of their 2024 model year changes for their lineup, at least for all of the vehicles that aren't all new, such as the Santa Fe, or heavily refreshed, such as the Sonata and Elantra, which we will know more about later this summer. But anyways, it looks like they took my advice for the Tucson N-Line, and now only comes with the hybrid engine option.
But to me, I definitely think they could have put a different power point in the N-Line trim, whether it be the hybrid powertrain or maybe even the 2.5 liter turbo. I think that would have been a cool upgrade for the Tucson N-Line.
So yes, that's right. The Tucson N-Line is only going to be available with the hybrid powertrain moving forward for 2024. So that is very exciting in my opinion, because I think the N-Line vehicles should offer more power than that of the typical base engine option across the model lineup, no matter which vehicle you get. So I'm glad Hyundai has chosen to do that for 2024. I think it should make the N-Line just that much more appealing. So next up, there are two color changes for the Tucson lineup. One color that is changing the availability, and one that is going to be all new offered on the Tucson lineup that has been offered on other Hyundai models of the past. So the first one is that Amazon Gray is now only going to be available with the hybrid Tucson and hybrid powertrain. That's a little bit unfortunate because I think that is one of the best gray colors that Hyundai currently offers in the lineup. But the second one is that Hampton Gray, which like I said is available on other models currently, is now going to be available for the gasoline powered Tucson. So you can now get a Hampton Gray Tucson if you would like for 2024, but just know that Amazon Gray is now only going to be for the hybrid versions. So next up, in terms of the safety equipment available on the Tucson, Hyundai has started expanding the amount of airbags and some of the other safety features across their model lineup, and the Tucson is no different. So for 2024, seatbelt reminder is going to be for all seating positions, including the rear occupants, not only for the driver's seat, which it is currently. There's going to be rear side airbags as standard equipment, rear outboard seatbelt pre-temperatures and load limiters, which essentially, if you were to get in an accident, the seatbelt will automatically tighten itself via a little explosive charge in the seatbelt mechanism and basically ensure that you are stable in your seat and not flailing around inside of the vehicle. So that is now standard for rear outboard seatbelts. And as well as the steering wheel now has haptic feedback, which I did mention in my Santa Cruz video. That is standard across every Tucson as well. So if you're crossing the line with the lane keeping assist systems, or there's somebody in your blind spot when you try to change lanes, the steering wheel itself will vibrate and alert you. So essentially it's just another way to alert the driver that something is going on in terms of the safety and that you need to be alert and pay attention to what's going on to your surroundings. So very nice feature that has been available on other makes and models of the past, including some Hyundai vehicles. So nice to see it returning here for a safety feature, and again, standard across every Tucson. So next up on the interior, the SEL convenience, as well as every hybrid and plug-in hybrid model, is now coming with the 10.25-inch infotainment system with built-in navigation. Now this is a plus and a minus because sure, you get a larger screen with some of the nicer features and appearance to it, but you are losing wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on the SEL convenience and higher. Now there are adapters available to make it wireless, and there may be an update coming down the road depending on if this vehicle is equipped with the hardware to support it in the future for wireless on the larger infotainment systems from Hyundai. So make sure to stay tuned for the channel. I do have some information coming as far as that goes, but it's a little bit vague at this point as which models will support that. But anyways, just note that is happening. Now continuing on with the interior, the black headliner now comes standard with the XRT in addition to the N-Line, and the 64 color ambient interior LED lighting now comes standard with the SEL convenience package. And make sure to stay tuned here on the channel because that may change the door panel layout to the premium type of door panel found on the limited trim as well, because that comes with the 64 color ambient interior lighting. And sometimes Hyundai's weird with that, is that if you change the ambient lighting on the inside to the nicer version, that might also change some of the materials and the overall door panel itself. So I will have a 2024 model year walk around here on the channel, hopefully within the next few months. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But just note the SEL convenience now comes with the nicer ambient lighting. And finally on the interior, the base SEL now comes with the dual zone automatic climate control on the interior, much like that of the current SEL convenience. So basically you'll get the 8-inch screen with the dual zone automatic climate control with the little toggles instead of being a complete touchscreen system. So that is definitely a welcome change. It makes the base SEL an even more appealing trim in my opinion, considering the changes that they made for 2023 on that particular trim. So make sure to go back and check out those videos here on the channel, whether it be the walk around or the 2023 model year changes for the Tucson. But overall, the base SEL just gets a little bit nicer. And also remember, that is the highest trim level you can get with the standard cloth seating surfaces. So if you don't want the H-Tex leatherette found on the SEL convenience, then the base SEL is the highest trim you can get with cloth. Now, one thing I do want to include and mention that I forgot to include in my Santa Cruz changes video is that every 2024 Hyundai model equipped with BlueLink will come with the BlueLink Plus subscription service, which essentially is a lifetime subscription for the first owner of a brand new Hyundai and does include some expanded benefits for CPO and certified vehicles as well. Now, we won't see that for quite some time once the 2024s start becoming used on dealership lots, but nonetheless, a great benefit for 2024 buyers of vehicles that did roll out and start with the 2023 Ioniq 6 and will include, like I said, every 2024 BlueLink equipped Hyundai vehicle. So I do have a dedicated video here on the channel going over that in a little bit of detail, but nonetheless, a nice benefit for every Hyundai, again, equipped with BlueLink. So that's going to do it for all the 2024 model year changes here for the Hyundai Tucson. Make sure to check out other videos I have here on the channel going over other Hyundai models and all of the changes for the 24 model year. As a whole, the Tucson and Santa Cruz received the most changes for the carryover models, the ones that are not all new or heavily refreshed, which we don't know all of that information quite yet. So these are the two models, which makes sense because they're kind of sister vehicles based on the same platform. Most of them are built down in Montgomery, Alabama as well, outside of the hybrid versions. So it does make sense given that these are going in their third model year that they do receive several changes for the packaging and overall feature set. But as a whole, just remember they are still a carryover in their current generation. And unfortunately, as me filming this video, they have not released the full pricing yet for the Tucson lineup, but I will update that down in the description below once that does become available. If you don't see it in the description, make sure to leave a comment. I will go ahead and double check whether or not it is available and let you know down in the comment section. So if you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful, make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed, and just check out some other content here on the channel to help support the content. Let me know down in the comment section below if any of these changes make the Tucson more appealing to you, or is there something else out there that you think is a more competitive in terms of feature set or just the overall vehicle in general. Overall, I think the Tucson is a great choice, and I definitely like the changes for the N-Line with the hybrid powertrain. That is a pretty rare trim in general, along with that of the XRT, but hopefully we will see more of those here for 2024. But with all that being said, I appreciate the support here on the channel. Make sure to check out some other content, and as always, hope to see you guys in the next one.